Hola, bienvenidos a mi cocina. Today we're going to be making a delicious flan. Very good and easy to make that you're going to wonder why I didn't make it any sooner. All of these products are available at your local Mexican store. They're awesome and a quick dessert to make, and I'm going to show you right now. So these are the ingredients. So we have some eggs right here. We're going to use 14 ounces of Lecherita, which is condensed milk. We're going to use 12 ounces of Leche Evaporada, which is evaporated milk, and that's 12 ounces. So this is the can that they sell, the generic cans. These are in the sizes. We're gonna use 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, Vainilla, 2 teaspoons of water, and I'll show you why in a minute, and then half a cup of regular granulated sugar, and we're gonna do cream cheese, and this is going to be 8 ounces. And then you're going to want to use whatever mold you would prefer when it comes into the shapes and sizes that you want. So this is the one I would like. I've made it before in the past and it looks really cute. Alrighty, so the first step that we're going to do is put the pan, around medium high heat. We're going to do, and we're going to go ahead and just dump the sugar, because right now we're going to caramelize this. This is going to be the base at the bottom, that delicious honey syrupy stuff that it gets, and it's going to help melt. So with that, so that way it doesn't stay really thick, we're going to do, like I mentioned, 2 teaspoons of the water, and that's going to help it start to speed up the process. I would go with a really good non-stick pan as well as a spoon, ladle, whatever. This has saved me a lot, so that way when it comes into the cleaning process, it just slides right off. You don't really have to deal with that. And this takes a couple of minutes, depending how quickly you want to be cooking it. You can put it a little higher. If you're watching it very closely, awesome, do that. But if you just want to take it easy and you're not very familiar on this process, I'd rather you keep it slow and steady so that way it doesn't burn. Because if you do have it high and it burns, you have to start over again. It won't taste good. It's going to ruin the flan. So just go ahead and just easy. It's going to get to a honey, a little darker than a honey color. Once it's reached that color, then we're gonna go ahead and actually pour it in here and spread it evenly all over the pan. And while this is doing its little magic, I'm gonna let it sit, and we're gonna go ahead and pour all the ingredients in your blender. You can use a hand mixer if you'd like. I use the blender. It's just a little quicker and easier for me, at least. And we're gonna put the cream cheese in. And this is so simple, you guys. And it tastes so good for these Cinco de Mayo festivals that are coming around, or even for family gatherings. You just wanna surprise them, show them this. Come with this. They're gonna be like, you made this? I sure did. And then you're gonna wonder, why have I been paying? Why have I been buying this in the store when I could have made this the whole time? Well, here you go. Here is the recipe. And it's so simple. And we're gonna cook this, you guys, once it's in the oven. We're gonna cook this for about an hour, depending on your oven. In reality, depending on your oven, it can be a little less. It could be maybe 50 to 45 minutes. Not a whole lot less, just a tad less. And it's just because of the type of stove, the way it works and which ones you have and all that stuff. Some I've seen that it does work a little differently. So right now I'm just mixing this to make sure. And at first you're going to think that it's not going to mix. You see? It doesn't look like it's mixing. It will, trust me. It'll get there. And then let's go ahead and get the eggs in. And this is going to make, you can either pour half of this size to make 2, or you can just do like all the way to the rim to make 1. And we're gonna do it also in a bath water. So whatever container you get, this needs to be able to fit this into the bath water. I have a rectangle one that works perfect. It's gonna work out fine. So I know this is the process that's gonna take the longest to prepare is gonna be the sugar. Once this is prepared, then you're set. It's gonna be spreading it, put it in the oven and forget about it until that hour has passed. It's foolproof, especially because you're doing it in the bath water. We call it baño Maria. Especially because you're doing it in baño Maria. There's no way to go around. So this is, and you mostly, for the most part, just leave it. You don't really need to do anything. You don't have to play with it or do nothing. It's gonna do its own little work. And we're just gonna let it do that. And I'll be right back.